The old town knew many stories, but none were as strange as the tale of Whiskers. Whiskers was a cat, not just any cat. He was a survivor. He wandered the cobblestone streets, a flash of gray fur. Everyone knew him. Whiskers had a knack for trouble. He'd tumbled from rooftops only to land on his feet. He'd crossed paths with speeding cars, emerging unscathed. Each time the townspeople whispered, "How did he do it?" It was a mystery. Some said he was just lucky. Others weren't so sure. Whiskers, they said, had a secret hidden behind his piercing green eyes, a secret that kept him safe. Word spread like wildfire. "Did you hear?" they'd say, their voices hushed. "Whiskers fell from the miller's roof, 3 stories high," and the reply would always be the same. "He's fine, of course. That cat has 9 lives." The legend grew with each passing day, each near miss, each impossible escape. Whiskers, the cat with 9 lives. He became a local legend. Some scoffed, others watched him with a mixture of awe and fear. Was it just a string of improbable luck, or was there something more at play, something almost magical? The townspeople loved a good story, and the tale of Whiskers was becoming the most intriguing story of all. Thomas, a young journalist new to town, was intrigued. He'd heard the whispers, seen the way people looked at the cat. He smelled a story that could put him on the map. He decided to uncover the truth about Whiskers. Thomas started his investigation. He talked to the townspeople. He listened to their tales of Whiskers' near-death experiences. Each story was more unbelievable than the last. He learned about the fall from the roof, the close call with the carriage. But something wasn't adding up. Could a cat really be this lucky? Thomas didn't think so. He decided to dig deeper. He wanted facts, not folklore. He was determined to find the truth behind the legend of Whiskers. His search led him to the town's oldest residents. They had seen it all. They knew the town's secrets. He hoped they could shed some light on the mystery of Whiskers. He listened intently as they shared stories of the past. Stories about a cat who looked just like Whiskers. One name kept surfacing: old Mrs. Willowbrook. She had lived in the town for over a century and had always been fond of cats. They said she knew things no one else did. Thomas knew he had to find her. He found her in a quiet corner of the local park. She was feeding pigeons, her wrinkled face etched with time. He approached her cautiously. He told her about Whiskers, about his investigation. He waited, hoping she would speak. Mrs. Willowbrook looked at him, her eyes filled with a strange knowing. "The library," she rasped, her voice weak with age. "The old town library holds the answers you seek." And with those cryptic words, she shooed him away. The old library. It had been closed for decades, gathering dust and secrets. Thomas, armed with a flashlight and a growing sense of excitement, decided to investigate. He found his way to the library that night. The air was thick with the smell of decay and forgotten things. The door creaked open, revealing a room frozen in time. Dust-covered books lined the shelves, reaching towards the high vaulted ceiling. A sense of anticipation hung in the air. He could almost feel the presence of the past. He spent hours sifting through old records, newspapers, diaries, and town archives. His heart pounded in his chest as he stumbled upon a faded photograph. A photograph of a cat that looked exactly like Whiskers. The caption read, "Whiskers, the library cat, 1925. The date sent shivers down his spine. 1925. That was 100 years ago. He delved deeper, his mind racing. He found more pictures, more articles. Whiskers wasn't just any cat. He was a legend, a protector of the library. He was said to be a guardian of knowledge. Then he found it. A small, leather-bound journal tucked away on a high shelf. Its pages were filled with handwritten entries. The diary of the old librarian. He began to read, his eyes widening with each word. The librarian's diary told a tale of a deep bond between a man and his cat. Whiskers, it turned out, wasn't just a cat. He was a symbol of resilience, of hope. The librarian believed that Whiskers was a guardian spirit, protecting the library from harm. The entries spoke of a fire that almost destroyed the library, a fire that Whiskers bravely escaped, alerting the townspeople and saving the precious books. The librarian was convinced that Whiskers was more than just a pet. He was a protector, a guardian of stories. Thomas closed the diary, his mind reeling. He finally understood. Whiskers wasn't just lucky, he was a symbol of something bigger. He represented the enduring spirit of the town, the power of stories to transcend time. He left the library that night, a changed man. He looked at Whiskers, now napping peacefully in a sunbeam, with newfound respect. The cat looked up at him, a knowing glint in his emerald eyes. Was it just his imagination, or did Whiskers wink? Thomas couldn't say for sure, but he knew one thing. Whiskers was more than just a lucky cat. He was a living legend, a testament to the enduring power of stories. He was the embodiment of the town's history, its spirit, and its heart. The legend of the 9 lives was just that, a legend. But the truth was far more interesting. The truth was that Whiskers was a symbol of something magical, something that transcended logic and explanation. Thomas's story about Whiskers became his most popular article. It resonated with readers everywhere. Everyone loved a good mystery. But more than that, they loved a story about resilience, about the enduring bond between humans and animals. Whiskers continued to live his life on his own terms, wandering the town, watching over its inhabitants. He became a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the spirit of community, of love, and of storytelling could always prevail. And as the years turned into decades, the legend of Whiskers, the cat with 9 lives, was passed down from generation to generation. A reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary stories are the ones that are true.